Hello. Good evening. Good afternoon po. Good afternoon. Parang nawala yung mga nakaupo dito. Isa, dalawa, tatlo, apat, lima, anim, pito, walo. Nawala? Nawala talaga. Kakilala ko kayo. Marami akong kakilala ng mukha dahil galing din po ako sa private school. I've worked in the private school for 11 years. Yung mga handito na administrators na kasama ko rin sila. Na? Okay. At saka naging supervisor po ako ng private school. In charge, no? In charge po ako ng private school. Especially those who are applying for a permit or recognition or additional strand, additional track. Okay, so this is the last topic for today. Kaya pa ba? So what transpired this morning? Anong nangyari kanina umaga? You have your buklat ng notebook. You have your pre-test, tama ba? Tapos ano pa? You have the introduction or the overall view of the Matatag curriculum. You have already done with the shaping paper. Kanina, Dr. Capolongan discussed to us sa inyo ang 21st century skills. At ngayon ay pag-aaralan natin or I'll discuss to you the IDF. No? IDF stands for Instructional Design Framework. This is a framework where all the learning areas or all the subjects are anchored. No? Yan. Ako, mahina at ang ano ko. Teka, try ko nga, sir. Without your assistance. Yan. O, kaya? No, kaya. Handa na ba? For 1 hour and 15 minutes? Kasi hanggang 5 o'clock tayo. Diba? Hanggang 5 o'clock. Sulitin ang how much? 2,000. So, this is pangatlo, no? Pangatlo. Actually, pang-apat pala. This is my 4th attendance to Matatag curriculum seminar workshop. The first was I am the attendee, no, training of trainers, regional training of trainers for Matatag curriculum. Na lahat ng supervisors yun. Nag-train kami sa Oasis Tanza. And we had our pre-test. Yung bumagsak sa pre-test cannot be speaker in the seminar workshop ng division, no? Kaya we are all takot. Supervisor, bakit ka sa pre-test, bakit sa post-test? So you cannot conduct the seminar workshop or you cannot cascade this Matatag curriculum in the division. Would you imagine, I am in charge of mathematics. Kung bumagsak ako, walang magkakandak ng Matatag in mathematics. Although, meron kami mga kasama na mga principals, no, with us who are helping us. Tapos yung susunod naman, another week yun, grade 4. Hindi pala high school, grade 7. That's 1 week, no? Grade 7 at saka grade 1 ang magkasama. Tapos yung third week naman ay grade 4 at saka grade kinder. Yan, di ba? 2 batches ang DepEd Quezon City. Kasi we are big city, big division. And this is the third batch, no? This is the third batch of palagay ko ito rin ay training of trainers. Kayo ba ang end user of the Matatag? Or you will also cascade this in your school? No, for those who are rich, doon sa mga school na medyo malaki, who can afford to send 1 participant per learning area. Yan, siguro sila yung magkakanda. Pero doon sa hindi, pero pare-pareho naman ang plenary session. No, magkakaiba na lang yun pagdating sa breakout session, application of all the plenary sessions, topics, no? doon sa breakout session. Kaya pakinggan mabuti. Kanina pinakinggan yung mabuti yung 21st century. Kasi meron ding 21st century sa breakout. 21st century in the content or in the learning area. So with this presentation, meron din tayong instructional design in the learning area. So this is a parang introduction of that. Kung hindi nyo ito maintindihan, hindi nyo rin naintindihan how instructional design is applied in the learning area. Kahit anong learning area, instructional design or instructional design framework of Matatag is applicable. Okay. Ayan. So this is the overview of the instructional design framework of K-10 Matatag curriculum. K-10 pa lang. Okay? Actually, kinder, grade 1, grade 4, at saka grade 7 ang implementation natin for this coming school year. Pero itong framework na to is applicable in all grade levels, no? From kinder to grade 10. Okay? Next year, we will have the grade 2, grade 5, at saka grade 8. Ito na rin yung instructional design na gagamitin natin. Okay? For those who are here, for all of you, so may edge na kayo because you already know the instructional design that we will be using in the next years to come. Okay. Ayan. So, the session objectives at the end of this session, all of you, walang exempted, no? All of you or the participants will be able to define instructional design. O, di ba? Napaka-classroom. Define it by heart what is instructional design framework. Letter B, identify the different components of the instructional design framework. There are components of the IDF. So dapat, pagkatapos itong araw na to, alam niyo na yung components of instructional design framework. Ilan ba yung components? Meron ba nakakaalam? Meron nang nakapag-google ng instructional design framework? Ilan ba to? 3 o 3? Parang 3. Okay. Tapos, yung susunod, letter C, relate the process of learning as an important activity in the brain. Kasi pag-aaralan natin yung science of learning, the science of the brain. So, nakapackage, no? Nakapackage itong science of the brain, or meaning, itong Matatag curriculum natin ay isinaalang-alang ang science of the brain or how the brain works or how the students learn. Okay. Next, after identifying, defining, relating all of this, ayan, letter D is express appreciation. Diba? Anong domain yan? Affective. Diba? Lesson plan ng ating objectives, no? Express appreciation for the importance of instructional design as a foundation in designing learning opportunities using the reflective journal. So, ibig sabihin yan, meron kayong reflective journal. Ano yung reflective journal? If susulat kayo, no, reflective journal. Yan ang isa sa mga, ang yung professional development or as professional teacher, you should always reflect on, reflect for, reflect of, no? Yeah. So yan yung 4 na objectives that we need to attain at the end of my presentation. Next. Okay, bumalik uli, di ba? Ayan. So itong ginagawa natin, are you aware of the PPST for teachers? Ano yung PPST? Philippine Professional Standards for Teachers. O, meron pang ibang professional standards, hindi lamang for teachers. We have professional standards for school heads. Taas ang kamay ng mga school heads. Wala, ayun. School heads, principals, head teachers, or yung mga head ng bawat department. Meron ba? Yes. Ayan. Sa inyo to. Sa inyo yung PTSD. PPSH. Nabuksan nyo na ba yon? Nakita nyo na yung laman nun? Mas maganda rin na makita nyo ang laman ng PPSSH. Although this is applicable sa public school, pero it's good that you also know, no? You also aware of what is in the Philippine Professional Standards for school heads. Pero yung mga teachers, since you are professional teachers, ito ang inyong guiding, ito ang inyong Bible, yung PPST. No? Everything that you are doing is based on the PPST. Siyempre, kung merong for the teachers, merong for the school heads, meron din for supervisors. Sino ang mga supervisors? Learning area supervisors. I know meron din supervisors sa private schools. Sino may mga supervisors dito? Those who are observing in the classroom. Di ba? These are the supervisors. Or baka merong mga schools na conglomerate, di ba? Merong mga 2 or 3 branches or 10 branches. Ayan, di ba? So meron siguro ng mga supervisors dyan. So for the school heads, this is under the teaching standards and pedagogies. Itong pag-aaralan natin. And for the supervisors, domain 3.1 is to support for instructional leadership. Ito yung tinitingnan natin. When we observe, ayan, tinitingnan natin to give support to our teachers as regards to instruction. And for the teachers, kanina sabi nung MC, this instructional design is a research base. Diba? So this is actually institutionalized na, no? Before, walang research sa teacher eh. Pero since we are all professionals, just like doctors, engineers, architects, and all professions, they do research. And so with the teachers, dapat nga marami rin tayong research. Yung mga doctors, nagre-research. Diba? Meron sila mga pasyente. Tayo, meron din tayong mga pasyente na hindi nakakabasa, hindi nakakabilang, mga dyslexic, mga kung ano-ano, may mga behavior. Paano natin magagamot yun? Hindi tayong gagamot, but we need to understand them. So, we can do some approach when you do instructions inside the classroom. So, do research. So, this is a research-based knowledge and principles of teaching and learning. Meaning, itong instruction design framework ay dumaan sa maraming research at isinaalang-alang, no? Kaya nabuo itong instruction design framework ang iba't ibang research. And for the PPST again, it's planning and management of teaching and learning process. Diba you do planning? Kailan nagpa-plano? Pagkatapos ng lesson. Before. Diba? You plan before. Tama? Sometimes you also plan during. Diba? During. Iniisip mo, meron ka pang next lesson, meron ka pang next class, tapos yung execution on the first period, parang maganda yung ganito, you adapt. Diba? So you do planning. Diba? Kasi you execute already. Yan. Planning and management of teaching and learning process. Yang mga yan, nakabatay ang IDF, no, sa ating professional standards. Okay, session flow. Anticipation guide. So, meron tayong activity. All of you, lahat dapat sumagot nung anticipation guide. I'll give you the link, and then we will have the understanding of instructional design framework, principles, aspects, essentials. Yan. Principles, aspects, facets of instructional design. Parang iyan yung components of IDF. Yan Ang components of IDF ay yung principles, aspects, at saka facets. And then, the curriculum, teaching, and assessment, understanding how learning happens in the brain, and the reflection. Okay, bilisan natin kasi alas 5 na. Yan uli yung kanina. No? The K-12 Instructional Design Framework, principles, key aspects, essential facets of ID or instructional design, curriculum, teaching, and assessments. All the keywords are present here already. No? halos lahat ng keywords that you can see in the framework are present in this content, no? And then, meron mga suggested pedagogical approaches which you can use per learning area. No? Pero ito naman ay hindi prescriptive. No? Hindi siya prescriptive. Kasi baka meron pa kayong magandang method or approach which you can use, no? In addition to the suggested approaches. Okay? And of course, the cognitive principles. Ayan. O, sige, picturean nyo na. Tatabi ako, ha. I'll give you 3 minutes. 3 minutes lang to answer. Siguro mga 6 questions. Just agree or disagree. No? Agree or disagree. Mamaya bibigyan ko ng access yung program management team of this activity, so they can see who among you finished the activity. Okay? If you cannot answer that, you will not get your certificate. Please answer it. Scan the QR code or open the internet browser and type https://bit.ly/idf, all caps yan, ano tawag yan, hyphen ba yan? Hyphen anticipation, and answer the questions. Individual po yan, ha? Individual. I'll give you 3 minutes. Naka-access po ba? Yes. Agree or disagree lang po yan. Iyan yung aking pre-test, no, for this topic, actually. Agree or disagree? Yung wala, pwede naman makishare sa cellphone ng iba. Tapos isulat nyo na lang yung, yung answer ninyo in a sheet of paper. Hello. Ayan. Pakitanggal niyo sa subtitle. So the first item is agree lang or disagree, no? The first item is instructional design framework is essential as this will serve as a foundation for designing learning opportunity. Thumbs up to agree. Thumbs down to disagree. Thumbs up, taas. Pero you answer in the okay. Agree or disagree? Agree. O yung iba, nakaganon. Ano ibig sabihin nun? Not sure? Pwede naman magpalit ng sagot mamaya. Na? Number 2, the instructional design framework should adhere to the principles articulated in the Enhanced Basic Education Act of 2013 or RA 10533 that emphasizes on learner-centeredness, developmentally appropriateness, and inclusiveness of the teaching learning experience. Agree, disagree? Sabi ng professor ko sa accounting, pagka daw mahaba ang problem, true. Ano, agree, disagree? Agree. Agree? Sige, titingnan natin mamaya, ha? Next, number 3. The different aspects of the IDF are connection, collaboration, consistency, and creativity. Thumbs up or thumbs down? Up or down? O, sagot nyo. Takpilang, I want to see your, thumbs. Thumbs up or down? O, di ba, na-divide na ang house? Merong ganyan, merong ganon, at meron pa rin ganon. Okay, titingnan natin yung 4 C's, no? Kung yan nga. Number 4, ito, the different events in the IDF dictate how the lesson should progress using predetermined activities. Agree or disagree? Agree, disagree? Naku, tinatamad na. Wala nang energy. Agree or disagree? Nababasa ko ba sa likuran? Hindi. Hindi. Kaya nga binabasa ko. Okay, number 5. Cognitive development is the foundation of learning. Agree or disagree? Up or down? Sign. Ayan, agree daw, sabi nila. Pero meron din ganon. Last is, it is important that teachers should be able to reflect on learners' learning experiences and use it to improve instruction. Totoo ba yun? Dapat daw si teacher nag-reflect on the learning experiences of the learners. So you can do, whether you will teach, reteach, or you move to the next lesson, or you will, kung anong gagawin ninyo. Reflection. Yan dapat meron tayo lagi as professional teacher. As professional teachers, you should always reflect on your practices, reflect on the performance of the learners. Okay. Nasagot ba? Okay lang na magkamali. Di ba? Okay lang magkamali. Pero yung pagkakamali, dapat binayin ulit. Naisahan na kayo, mapapangalawahan pa. Inulit niyo pa yung pagkakamali. Pagka nagkamali, merong learning dapat na mangyari. Okay. Next. Ayan. Sige. Another activity. Alam niyo sa DepEd, maraming activity. Lots of activities. Sige, scan niyo ulit, tapos sagutin. Ito na yung pinaka-core of my presentation. Siguro 3 minutes ulit. 3 minutes. Dapat kasi meron tong meron tong sasagutin mo muna individually, tapos pagkatapos mo masagot individually, magmamarites ka sa iyong katabi. Ang tawag doon, collaboration. Di ba? Pagkatapos ng collaboration, tatawag ako ng ilan to share their thoughts about the activity. Pero hindi na natin gagawin kasi baka abutin tayo ng 7 o'clock. At saka hindi kayo naka-working working formation. Dapat medyo working formation tayo. But anyway, we have to be adaptive. Okay? Three minutes, 2 minutes pa. Lahat ng sagutin nyo, i-send niyo tapos submit. All your answers will be will be reflected in the Google Sheet, no? Google Sheet kasama ng mga sagot ng public schools, no? Whether supervisors, school heads, lahat-lahat. Sa lahat ng nag-attend ng matatag. Pagdating dito sa IDF, dito yung repository of all of the answers. I'll give access doon sa ating mga program management team so that they can also reflect on the, yung composition of the participants. No? Maganda na gawan din. No? Magandang gawa ng research. No? Yung prerequisite skills or the pre-knowledge of the participants, no? Public, private, school heads, public, private, supervisors, public, private. No? Pero wala naman, don't worry, your identity will not be divulged, no? It will be protected. Anyway, we are just after on the skills or knowledge that you have. Okay? Ayan. Hindi na natin gagawin yan kasi dapat may discussion, may collaboration, ano? So, sagutin na lang natin yung first question. What are the aspects of an instructional design? Anong sagot nyo dyan? Ano daw yung aspects of instructional design? Meron na kayong nasagot? Kahit na dalawa lang o tatlo. Actually, apat yan. Aspects of instructional design. Who can give one? Isigaw na lang. Yes, ma'am. Yes, sir. Collaboration. Titingnan natin kung may collaboration. Who else? Meron pa ba? Context. Sabi dito, context daw. Collaboration. Sabi doon sa dulo. O, dito. Connection. O, meron pa ba doon? Planning. Sige, titignan natin kung saan natin pwede ipasok yung iba pa, no? Okay, meron pa ba? Innovative. Titignan natin kung yung innovative is part of the aspects or one of the aspects of instructional design. Meron pa ba? Creativity. Sige, tignan natin kung ano yung aspects. Kung ito bang aspects o ito bang mga pinagbabanggitin nyo ay nasa framework ng IDF. Okay. Next. Pagkatapos ng aspects, principles. Kung merong aspects, meron ding principles to be considered in developing instructional design. Pagka tayo nag-develop ng instructional design or while we are planning for our instructions for the next day, what are the things that we need to consider? What are the principles that we need to consider? Ano ang sagot ninyo? Inclusivity. Dapat daw lahat kasama. Walang naiiwan. Inclusive. Tama? Yes, sir. Innovative. Diba? Kanina, Dr. Kapalongan mentioned innovative or innovation as one of the 21st century skills. Yes, sir. Students engagement. Meron ba kayang students engagement dito sa principles to be considered in developing an instructional design or in planning or in writing our lesson plan? Pagka gagawa tayo ng lesson plan, sino iniisip natin? Our learners, di ba? Meron ba tayong learner na merong special needs? Yung sinasabi ni Ma'am kanina na inclusive. Ano pa? O sige, clue. Nagsisimula sa letter I. Ano pa? Integrative. Integrated, no? Integrative. Okay, ano pa? Ideational. Ano ibig sabihin ng ideational? Ano ibig sabihin ng ideational? Maraming ideas. No? Full of ideas or many ideas. Okay, ano pa? Meron pa ba? Wala na. Sige, bilisan na natin. Next. events. Aspects, principles, events. O ano naman yung events na yan? Ano daw yung mga events that we are, essential learning events in the teaching and learning process. Yung mga nangyayari inside the classroom. Dapat ba ang bata ay, engage? Di ba? What else? Dapat, dapat maraming experience, ma-experience nila. Di ba? What else? Ano pa? Yes. Explore. Dapat they know how to explore, or we give them opportunity to explore. Hindi yung tanong ni teacher, sagot ni teacher. Pagka nagturo ng math, di ba? What is the equation? What is the blah 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 blah? Tapos, hindi sumasagot ang bata, sinagot na ni teacher. Di ba? Walang patience si teacher. Tanong ni teacher, sagot ni teacher. Hindi natin binibigyan ng mga bata ng opportunity to explore or to think. Di ba? What else? Engage, experience, empathize, which is very important. Di ba? Empathize. Ano yung empathize? Ano yung empathize? Yung nilalagay natin yung sarili natin sa situation ng iba. Di ba? Pinagalitan mo yung bata kasi hindi mo naiintindihan yung bata. Gutom pala. Meron bang gutom sa private schools? Meron pa rin, di ba? Although may pagkain, pero hindi naman naasikaso ni nanay. Di ba? Kaya gutom yung bata. Yan, empathize, which is very important. Pinagalitan kagad yung bata, hindi natin naintindihan. Okay. Yan yung nangyayari inside the classroom. And these aspects, principles, and events are components of IDF. Kasama dyan yung teaching curriculum and ano pa isa? Assessment. Okay. Ayan. So, ito yung definition of the IDF. Basahin nga natin sabay-sabay ng malakas. Ready? Begin. Provides a cohesive structure, components, with varying teaching styles, content areas, and learning needs, while maintaining the core structure of the framework. Teachers can unleash their creativity with confidence that their learners are going to be successful, regardless of the teaching style. Kanino yung teaching style? Kay teacher. Regardless of the content areas. Kanino yung content areas? Kay teacher pa rin. At saka kay learner, syempre. Kung ano yung tinuro ng teacher on the content, yun din dapat ang matutunan ni bata on the content. No, regardless of the learner's needs. That's why, according to this group, dapat daw merong inclusivity or inclusive. Regardless of the needs of the learners. While maintaining the core structure. Core structures. Pagka-core, nasan ba yung core? Nasa gitna. While maintaining the core structure, which is the, sino dapat i-consider natin? The learner. Di ba? Teachers can unleash their creativity with confidence. Ano tayo isa? That learners are to be successful. Eh di sana, walang hindi nakakabasa, walang hindi nakakabilang. Meron bang hindi nakakabasa sa private? Meron din, di ba? Meron bang hindi nakakabilang? Meron din. Yung grade level appropriate na tinatawag natin. Di ba alam niyo yung grade level appropriate? Dapat ganito siya kabilis magbasa, can comprehend. Di ba? Hindi pa rin naabot yung grade level appropriateness as to reading or counting and computing. So, yan ang instructional design. This is a structure which we can consider or we can use in the teaching and learning process. Ayan. So it is based on the pedagogical approaches stipulated in the Enhanced Basic Education Act of 2013 or RA 10533 that clearly specify the curriculum to be learner-centered. So expect that the structure, nakikita nyo sa structure na nasa gitna niya ay ang bata. Hindi si teacher. Hindi yung galing ni teacher. Kahit anong galing ni teacher, pagka hindi natuto si bata, hindi magaling si teacher. Di ba? Kaya ni teacher. Teacher makes difficult things easier to all the learners. To all the learners. Inclusivity. Kahit bingi, kahit bulag, kahit may hindi nakakalakad, di ba? Yung ating mga regular students, walang pinipili. Okay? Ayan, no? Developmentally appropriate. Developmentally appropriate. Kahit merong learning delay, kahit merong behavior, yan. Developmentally, kahit na hindi develop yung bata. No? Hindi siya age level appropriate. Dapat kasama doon. Di ba? Inclusive as well as promotes the use of pedagogical approaches. Ibig sabihin, kahit anong gamitin yung strategies, pasok sa banga. Kahit ba yung traditional, pwede bang gamitin traditional? Sometimes you use that. Diba? Sometimes you use traditional approach in teaching. Depende. Diba? Depende sa sitwasyon o depende sa topic, depende sa situation, sa setting. Diba? Ayan. Such as constructivist, inquiry-based, reflective, collaborative, and integrative. Kanina may nagbanggit ng integrative. Ayan. Iyan ang framework. So, what you can see in the framework. So, maliit, no? Pwede ba lakihan yan? Nafocus ka? Hindi na. O, sige, yung nasa gitna ay, ayun, sorry. Sige nga. Yung nasa gitna, learner. Tama? Tapos, ayan. Yun yung core. No, core structure, yung learner. Pagkatapos ng learner, merong connection, content, collaboration, creativity. Yan ba yung mga sagot nyo kanina? Tama. Galing nyo. Yan yung sinasabi natin na 4 C's. 4 C's. No? Pagkatapos niyan, merong green. Nandiyan yung innovative, integrative, inclusive, and ideational. Which is the 4 I's. 4 I's. Ang alam ko, 2 eyes lang eh. I have 2 eyes. Pero ang matatag, framework, meron siyang 4 eyes. Tapos, yung mga bilaw-bilaw na yan ay yung events. Diba? Events. Meron tayo diyang engage, explore, experience, empathize. Tapos, yung nasa labas, yung nasa peripheral, yun ang curriculum, teaching, and assessment. That comprises the instructional design of Matatag. Instructional design framework of Matatag curriculum. Tapos na. Alakpakan. Okay na po ba yan? Tuloy natin. Ano ba yung mga yan? Pinagsasabi natin na yan. Paano yung mangyayari inside the classroom? Paano mangyayari inside the classroom? Anong kaibahan ng K-12 o K-10 natin ngayon? Yung MELCS at saka yung pinanggalingan ng MELCS, Most Essential Learning Competencies, at saka yung Curriculum Guide ng 2016. Diba? Dito sa revised curriculum na tinatawag natin na Matatag. So, unique. Diba? Unique. Although, sa framework natin ng K-12, makikita niyo naman din that learner-centered naman din. Diba? Pero hindi natin nakita ito magulo. Nakita niyo ba yung framework? Ang dami-dami, lalo na sa mathematics, ang dami-dami nakalagay doon. Are you aware of the framework ng mathematics? Hindi, dapat aware kayo doon. Di ba? Papakita yan sa inyo sa bukas or sa third? Bukas. Bukas, ang makikita nyo. Okay, let's discuss this na mabilis lang. Ayan, the center and or the core of education is the learner. That's why we are here. Is that, diba? Without this, walang matatag curriculum o walang curriculum, walang teacher, walang school. That's the reason why we are present. That's why we have the teaching, learning. Diba? Dahil merong learner. Pagka walang learner, wala nang teaching, learning process. Diba? Matatandaan natin yan, ha? The very essence why we are doing all of this, why we are having this 3-day seminar. Diba? Nakaupo kayo dyan, hirap ang maupo. Diba? 3 days kayo uupo. Tapos nakikinig lang ng ganyan, nag-i-imagine. Reflecting on what happened last year, yung aking mga learners, what will happen in the future, this coming school year. Ayan. Diba? Ayan. O yung 4, ito yung aspects, no? 40 aspects of instructional design. Context, connection, collaboration, creativity, or the 4 C's. Nasagot nyo ba yan sa pre-test? Kanina, doon sa agree or disagree ba yan? Hindi. Doon sa, di ba yung second activity, ano yung wala dyan? Consistency. So, meaning, dapat nag-disagree kayo doon. Kung nag-agree kayo, palitan nyo na. Pwede naman palitan. No, ibig sabihin, pag pinalitan nyo yun, may learning na. Diba? Ay, wala. O sige, papalitan ko na yung sagot ko. Hindi ka naman nangopya, at least may realization ka that the one of the C's is, ano? Consistency. Hindi consistency, kundi ano? Ha? Ano yung wala doon? Context? Context ba? O, sinabi nyo eh, hindi ko memorize. Okay, sige, isa-isa. Context. So, first component or first aspect of instructional design, dapat alam natin ang context. Context nino? Context of nino? Kaninong context? Context of the learner. Kaya nga dapat alam nyo ang profile of your learners for you to understand them, kung ano, saan sila galing, yung kanilang konteksto or the background or setting of something that affects how learning comprehend. Bakit ang aga-aga first period tulog yung bata? Diba? Especially if you are teaching in yung higher grade level. Tulog yung bata. Bakit kaya? Alam niyo ba yung context ng bata? O yung background ng bata? If you have 40 learners, o dapat alam mo yung context nila, alam mo yung background nila. Isa-isa yun. Kaya nga kay teacher. Diba? Hindi yung teaching lang. Teach, disregarding the background or the context of our learners. Dahil if we know the context, the background, the setting, or whatever information we have doon sa ating mga learners, this will help us better appreciate the importance of what we are teaching. Para alam natin how to approach the child or the learner. Diba? Can you imagine if you have 40 learners, iba-ibang context, iba-ibang background, iba-ibang family background. Diba? Iba-ibang upbringing. Context yun eh. Kung isinaalang-alang natin yun in our teaching, so madali nating makuha yung teaching learning, madali yung teaching learning process. What is the reality? Pagdating sa klase, good morning class, okay, get a sheet of paper, answer this. Good morning class, get a sheet of paper, or get your notebook and copy this. O baka hindi naman sa inyo, baka sa public school lang. Diba? Pareho lang naman tayo ng context. Yung context na malaki, general context, and the specific context, and the individual context of our learners. Hindi sumasang-ayon ng nature. Okay? So, yan. Ibig sabihin yan, alamin lang daw natin yung pinanggagalingan ng bata. Diba? Pagka alam natin yung damdamin ng bata, yung pinanggagalingan ng bata, ay maintindihan natin why the child or the learner is behaving like that. Why is she or he is not engaging? Why is she or he is not participating? Yan. Bakit kaya ganun ang sagot niya? Yung pala, iba yung kanyang family formation. Di ba? Iba pala yung elements ng kanyang family. Pero alam mo ba, mali ka agad. Mali. Di ba? Mali. Naalala ko tuloy yung yung anak ko nag-aaral ng private school. Cactus is a non-flowering plant. True or false? Cactus is a non-flowering plant. False. Nasagot ng bata, yes. Minaling ni teacher. Minaling ni teacher. Kasi siguro lahat ng nakikita ni teacher ay non-flowering. Pero yung bata nakakita ng flowering plant ay flowering cactus sa bahay. Di ba? Di ba? Okay. Ayan ha. Next is connection. Kung alam na natin yung context, yung background ng bata, so we can connect this background, individual background, no, sa classroom. Diba? Connection is a vital consideration in the instruction, believing that our interest is in the development of understanding and transferable ideas in complex domain. Ibig sabihin yan, yung individuality ng bata, one bata, another bata, we can put them together or we can connect them. Yung idea niya, idea nito, idea niya, we can connect them together to form a big idea or a simple idea. And that is connection. So we can connect the whatever that is happening in the learner before or outside or inside the classroom can be an avenue for learning. No, yung teaching learning process. Kaya dapat talaga maintindihan natin yung bata. No? That our interest is in the development of understanding and transfer of knowledge. Pagka mali ang sagot ng bata, mali. Mali. Hanapan mo na, bakit kaya mali? Ano ba yung context ng bata? And then later on, i-connect mo siya doon sa tama. Diba? So, ma-realize ng bata, hindi pala. Diba? Okay? Next. Collaboration. So, meron na tayong context, the background, tapos na-connect na natin yan to form a whole, something like that. Tapos, they can collaborate na. The collaboration is the process by which learners cooperate. Hindi nga nakakonect yung bata. Hindi nakakonect yung bata sa isang bata. O meron kayong groupings. So, dapat connected sila. Diba? Connected yung lahat ng learners. All ideas are connected dapat. Hindi siya nakakonect. So, hindi siya nakakollaborate. Diba? This collaboration. Kanina, diniscuss yan ni Dr. Kapalongan. Cooperate with one another to accomplish a common objective. Walang si bata na nandun. Diba? When we teach or when we are inside the classroom, are you aware that there are 40 learners, kunyari, inside the classroom, and there are 40 ideas that needs to be connected, and there are 40 individuals that we need to collaborate, or we can group them into small cells or group para magkaroon ng collaboration. Kaya merong, or maybe we can group them according to differentiated, yung kanilang kakayahan. That's why we have differentiated instructions. Tama? Dahil gusto natin, everybody is inclusive. Di ba? May mga fast learners tayo, may mga hindi tayo magagaling na bata, at iyon ay totoo inside the classroom. Di ba? Because they have different ideas. They have different backgrounds. They have different, yung schema. So, give them opportunity to collaborate with one another. Hindi yung turo. Tapos hindi sila nagko-collaborate. Pagka nag-collaborate, binibigyan natin yung mga bata ng opportunity to explore. Opportunity to work with one another. Diba? Opportunity to be creative. Kaya may collaboration. Diba? Ngayon, collaboration is the name of the game. Kahit nga sa teachers, may collaboration. Tama? Nag-collaborate kayo. Uy, ano yung lesson plan mo? Ano yung materials mo na ginamit? That's collaboration. Diba? Pero hindi pa-copy. Diba? Collaboration is learning from one another. Supporting one another. Diba? Working with each other to achieve the goal. Ayan ang sabi dyan, accomplish a common objective. So sa collaboration pala, dapat may objective kang dapat to accomplish. Okay? It occurs when learners are given the opportunity to contribute or participate. Bakit hindi ka nagpa-participate? Pag di ka sumasagot, hindi mo naman kasi sinasali. Di ba? Nakaupo lang siya dyan. Bigyan ng opportunity to collaborate. Di ba? Pwedeng i-pair. Pwede namang pair. O pwede namang by threes. Pwedeng by four or small group. That's collaboration, ha? You consider that. Collaboration. Collaboration is one of the 21st century skills that we have to consider. Yeah? Collaboration sa estudyante, dapat meron din collaboration sa teacher. Diba? Skills, 21st century skills of the teacher, 21st century skills for all the learners that we need to develop. Diba? So they can work with others. Diba? Sige. Ayan yung sumagot eh. Next is creativity. Bilig pa ba? Malakas ang ulan. Creativity. Meron ng context. Alam na natin yung context. Yung bata nakakonect na. Di ba? Kapag nakakonect na, hindi na siya nahihiya, nakakollaborate na siya. Di ba? Pagka nakakollaborate na, they can work as a group, makaka-form na yan ng mga magagandang bagay. And that is creativity. They become creative. Di ba? It allows learners to use their imagination. Use their imagination, critical thinking skills to create meaningful forms of what they need to learn. Hindi si teacher, dapat si bata. What you can do is to guide them or give them opportunity to collaborate so they can create. Di ba? Hindi makaka-create pagka walang collaboration. Tama ba? Hindi makakagawa ng bata pagka walang collaboration. So we have to be creative. Okay, that's the 4 keys or key aspects of IDF. Ano yung una? Context, background setting. Sige na nga, pakita na natin to. Ayan yung summary. Context daw, ito yung mga yung mga phrases or words associated doon sa 4 key aspects. Context, dapat alam natin yung learning environment ng bata. Learning environment does not mean yung classroom lang. Even at home, even the community. Kaya, minsan pagka may problema ang bata, di ba? Nagkakaroon ng home visitation. Di ba? Ano ba ang nangyayari sa bata sa labas? Saan ba siya kabilang? Ano ba ang kanyang community? Where we can understand our learners. Why the learner is behaving like that inside the classroom. Diba? Tinitingnan natin yung family, not to judge them. Diba? Not to judge them, but to approach the needs of the learners. Diba? Inside the classroom. Yan. Learner needs or learners need. Kaya ganyan, alam natin yung context. Relevance to real world context yan. Situation, culture or cultural and social factors, acquired prior knowledge. Ayan. Kaya pala hindi masagot ng bata yung multiplication kasi hindi niya master ang addition. And that is context. Di ba? Context yun eh. Prior knowledge. Okay? So pagka-connection, linking to, diba? Linking to practical applications. Hindi magawa ng bata kasi hindi alam. Hindi nako-connect. Diba? We teach theories. But putting these theories into application, wala. Diba? Yung mga principles, gagawin natin into practice or real-world situation, hindi magawa. Diba? Itong instructional framework, titignan natin what is the significance of this, of understanding the IDF, no, doon sa learning area. Kasi during your breakout session tomorrow or on the third day, isa-isahin niyo yan. Integration of concepts, interdisciplinary connection, bridging theory and practice. Ang susunod, collaboration, interconnection among learners, interconnection among learners. Diyan din makikita yung bata na magaling yung maganda yung kanyang interpersonal relationship. Yung introvert, yung extrovert na bata that you need to develop yung kanyang pagiging timid, pagiging mahiyain, loner, alone. Di ba? Nakikita niyo yan. So, once you develop this to your learners at the end of the school year, hindi na siya mahiyain. Because you gave them opportunity to collaborate. Yan, no? Group projects, dito na tayo. Problem solving, fostering social learning. And creativity is innovativeness or innovation in teaching method, encouraging original thinking. Encouraging original thinking, hindi yung gusto ni teacher. Diba? Yung creativity ng bata, yung creativeness ng bata. Okay, give them chance, no? Using diverse resources, meron namang iba't ibang mga pamamaraan o iba't ibang gamit, no? Designing engaging activities, hindi monotonous, hindi isa activity lang o throughout the school year. For example, yung assessment natin, di ba? Gumagamit ba tayo na yung creative assessment? O baka puro pen and paper? 5-item assessment, formative assessment at the end of the lesson. Pwede ba taasan ng kamay? Formative assessment. Taasan ng kamay lang. Malalaman nyo kung natuto ang bata o hindi. Yes. By the way, nire-record ba ang formative assessment? Do we record the formative assessment? Yes or yes? Yes, dapat. Record nyo, pero it's not part of the grading system or not part of the grade of the learner. Record natin para alam natin yung performance ni bata so we can have data to reflect. Di ba? Tama? Pero it's not part of the grade kasi yung formative assessment is to know whether learning takes place inside or outside the classroom. Yan ha, yung engaging activities, ano tayo isa? Fostering curiosity. Meron ba tayo mga tanong na nagki-create ng curiosity sa bata that can develop creativity sa ating mga bata. O baka mga lower order thinking skills lang. Yung lots. Baka yung hats naman, hindi pwede puro hats. Dapat nagsisimula siya sa lots. Lots, di ba? Lots until it becomes hats. Hindi ba sasagot ng bata yung hats kung hindi siya marunong sumagot ng lots? Okay? Next. Isa na natin. Oras na. Meron na lang akong 2 hours. Next is the 4 I's. 4 I's. 4 instruction principles. Inclusive, binanggit niya kanina. Ideational, integrative, and innovative. Yan yung nasa green. Isa-isay natin yan, mabilis lang. Inclusive. Pagka ba meron tayong SPED learner or learner with special needs inside the classroom, inclusive na. Kahit wala. Diba? Kasi ang inclusive is not only for the learners with special needs. Diba? Kahit nga yung behavior, kahit nga yung cognitive knowledge ng bata or cognitive level ng bata. No? Focus on designing learning experiences that are accessible and meaningful for the learners regardless of their background or ability. So, ibig sabihin, connect natin yung inclusivity or inclusiveness doon sa context kanina sa aspects. Di ba? May context tayo kanina? Kung makita natin yung context ng bata and we approach all of this, we can say that we consider yung inclusivity or inclusiveness. Because, regardless of their background, kahit ano ang alam ng bata, o hindi ka kasali kasi hindi ka marunong sumayaw, ha? Hindi ka kasali sa PE, hindi ka marunong sumayaw. Di ba? Hindi yun inclusive. Tama? O hindi ka kasali, hindi ka marunong bilang. Next, ideational. It involves generating ideas or concepts that can be used to describe a thought process or mental framework. Focus on techniques. So, kanina binanggit ko, 40 learners inside the classroom, so you have 40 ideas. Diba? 40 ideas. Yun yung sinasabi natin na ideational. Diba? And we need to use itong mga ideas of the learners. Hindi lang yung idea ng matalino. Tingnan din natin yung idea ng hindi matalino. Diba? Kasi hindi naman tayo, siguro sa inyo, homo, talagang matatalino. Pero meron mga hindi magaling inside the class. Pero what are their ideas about the topic that you are teaching? Diba? Baka meron siyang idea that you can use or that you can get or connect mo doon sa ideas of others. Yun sinasabi natin na ideation involves generating ideas. You generate ideas from your learners, not your ideas only. Kaya nga when we do the lesson planning, iniisip na natin kung ano ba ang isasagot ng mga bata because we know their context. Alam natin yung pinanggagalingan ng mga bata. Gets po? May nangyayari ba? Ayan. Sige. Integrative refers to something that combines or brings together different elements. Parang sa idea din, putting the ideas of others, di ba? Ayan, integrative. Let's integrate them. Let's vote all the ideas to come up with one idea that you want. Di ba? Meron kayong gustong idea na ituro. Pero get this from the ideas of our learners to come up with one idea that you want to teach to our learners. Di ba? Di ba ang ganda nun inside the classroom? that all the learners are participating. All the learners are engaging. They collaborate. Ayan. Ganyan ang framework ng Matatag. Ayan different elements or aspects into a unified whole. Hindi ko merienda yung kinukuha nila. Pinamimili. Mga basura. Okay. Last is innovative. The innovative. Ito may kinalaman sa creativity of our learners doon sa ating aspects kanina. Diba? So, if we allow them to be innovative, we are teaching them to be creative. Diba? Involves exploring new and creative way of doing things. Hindi yung kayo ang gagawa o nanay ang gagawa. Di ba, binibigyan natin ng difficult activities na hindi naman nila maggawa. Because we are not reflective. We don't know the capacity of our learners. We don't know the context of our learners. Di ba? Hindi naman doon sa difficulty of the task, kundi nagagawa ka ng bata. Okay? Ayan, no? And deliver each other. It includes the use of emerging technologies. 21st century. The use of technology. Education 4.0. Education 4.0 or the Industry 4.0. The use of technology. Diba? Hindi yung sulat-sulat. Pwede naman picture. Do you allow the learners to take a picture of your ano yan? Hindi. Bakit? Writing ang lesson nyo. Pagka formula ng math, baka pwede nyo pa-picture na lang para hindi sila magkamali. Baka pwede naman. Merong time na gano'n. Diba? Or you do not allow your learners to bring cellphone. Diba? O baka meron namang computer in the classroom. Tama? O yung others may tablet. Kami sa DepEd may naka-tablet ang bata. Nag-distribute ng tablet si Mayor. Nila, ginagamit lang inside the classroom. Kunedo. Diba? And the use of technology, emerging technology, and varied teaching methods. Varied teaching method. Hindi magiging innovative si bata if the teacher is not innovative. Diba? Because you cannot give what you do not have. Diba? Hindi turuan yung maging innovative si bata, hindi naman kayo innovative. Dapat innovative kayo. Dapat medyo take rin kayo para hindi kayo maiwanan. Or you learn from your learners. Learn from your students. Utilize them. Capacitate, use what they know. Diba? If you are not knowledgeable in the technology, on the use of technology, may bata who can assist you. Diba? Yan different methods, innovative assessment. Pwede taasan ng kamay, innovation ba yan? Pwede. Agree, disagree? Pwede naman, diba? True or false? Agree, disagree. True or false? Thumbs up, thumbs down. Smiley. Angry or sad. Hindi puro pen and paper, lalo na pagkabata. Grade 1, kinder, grade 2. Diba? Sa amin, yung kinder, hindi pag-aano nagsusulat. Diba? Hindi pinababasa. Pinababasa ng mga letters. Pero, puro play. Okay? Yan. Ano yung 4 eyes? Ano pala? Ayan. Inclusive, ideational, integrative, innovative. Bibigyan naman namin sa inyo yan. No? Pero mamaya kasi may post-test kayo, no? It's good that you also have the copy. So pagka inclusive, kasama dyan yung diverse learning needs, no? To be inclusive, yung equity and access. Kasi nga inclusive. Katulad ngayon, lahat ba may access sa activity ko? Lahat may access sa activity? Wala. So this is not inclusive. Pero alibay nyo lang yun. Di ba? Sa amin sa DepEd, especially yung mga supervisors, when we are attending seminars, workshop, we always have the laptop, we always have the extension cord, Sir Arnel, lahat ng educational program supervisor may extension cord. At lahat may data access. Di ba? Data. Kung wala ka niyan, hindi ka nakakasagot o hindi ka nakakagawa. Di ba? Because other activities can be found in the cloud. Di ba? In the cloud. Or AI. Pwede namang AI, yes. Just to get ideas. Di ba? Kaya present lang AI eh. The use of AI. Ang importante, how to use that in the classroom. Ang tawag dyan ay innovation. Di ba? Kayo hindi marunong mag-AI, yung estudyante nyo, pero AI ang activity. So you don't know that their outputs are AI generated. Kasi hindi ka nag-AI. Pag AI din naman kayo, para alam ninyo, na pagka may colon, AI yan. Unedited. Di ba? Yan nga, hindi na yan isa-isahin. Okay, again. Ito yung last, last facets or the events, no? The 4 is engage, explore, experience, empathize. Binanggit ko yung kanina lahat during the second activity. Sasahin natin, engage, focus on capturing the learner's attention. How can you capture the learner's attention if you don't know the background of the learners? Di ba? Hindi nyo alam kung ano ang profile ng bata o background ng bata. Hindi nyo alam yung kanyang interest. Hindi nyo siya na-engage kasi hindi nyo alam yung interest. Ano ba interest ng bata? Mga robot-robot? Mga grade 1? Di ba? Or use their interest for them to engage. Di ba? And generating interest in the learning process. This includes variety of strategies. Do not use strategies na gusto nyo lang. Dapat na-imagine nyo na ito bang strategy ko ay nagiging engaging sa bata. Ang ganda-ganda yung strategy mo, but the learners are not engaged. Wrong choice of the strategy. Na mamaya, merong mga strategies and approaches per learning area. Papakita ko lang sa inyo yan so you can connect bukas sa inyong breakout session. Explore the opportunity to discover new concepts and ideas. Explore. Connected ba yan sa 4 C's? Connected sa 4 C's? Saan? Sa creativity. Connected ba yan sa 4 I's? Yes. Saan? Sa innovative or innovation. Diba? Experience refers to an event in the teaching and learning that will allow the learners to apply the key SI. What is KSA? Knowledge, skills, attitude. Diba? In the daily life. Diba? See to it na yung tinuturo natin ay merong connect in the daily life of our learners. Kaya walang learning because they cannot connect. They are not engaged. Diba? They are not engaged. Walang real life application of what they are learning inside the class. Okay? That's explore. Next is experience. O, saan nakakonect ang experience? Sa 4 C's, saan nakakonect yan? Sa context. Diba? Context, experience, prior knowledge. Sa 4 I's, saan nakakonect yan? Experience. Pwede sa ideational. Diba? Based on yung kanyang idea is based on her or his experience. Pwede bang sagot ng bata yon? Yes. Yes. And then, connect yung kanyang idea sa ideas of others. Ayan, opportunity to apply the knowledge, skills, abilities, and attitudes in the real world context. Pagka na-connect na natin yan doon sa real context, yung experience, dito sabi natin, experience is the best, experience is the best teacher. Diba? Experience is the best teacher. Pero pwede bang hindi natin na-experience? Pwede, lalo na yung mga experiences na hindi maganda. Diba? We can learn from the experience of others. No need to experience it personally. But you can learn from the experience of others. Experience din yun. And learn from the experience of others. That's also experience. Yeah? Yeah. Empathize. This is very important. Sometimes we just teach all the knowledge, puro dito. Pero nakakalimutan natin yung heart and soul. Diba? Enables learners to understand and connect with the materials they are learning. No? Doon sa materials that which are learning. Okay, ito daw yan. No? Engage for capturing the learner's interest, creating a book, bingwitin nyo sila, di ba? Di ba yung alam niyo yung pangbingwit ng palaka? Pag ginanyan nyo siya, tapos yung mga palaka o isda, unang-unahan na sila, di ba? Dahil engaging yung inyong, ang tawag doon, yung pain. Yan. Explore, hands-on, explore, give them hands-on activities for them to, active investigation, problem-solving tasks, independent exploration, gathering of information. Sa experience, yung immersive learning, real-world application, practical scenarios, simulation or simulation, and interaction, authentic experience. Ano ba yung mga authentic experience? When can you say that authentic experience is, when can you say that experience is authentic? Kapag contextualize, pwede. Di ba? Contextualize. Merong individual learning. Di ba? That's authentic. Hindi niya nakakalimutan kasi nagkamali siya. Diba? Nagapa. So, hindi niya nakakalimutan na pagdating dito, magkatatakbo. O pagdating dyan, magkatatawid kasi may namatay. That's authentic experience, di ba? Empathize, understanding others' perspective. Di ba? Understanding others' perspective without judging. Di ba? That's ideational. Di ba? We never judge ideas of others. Instead, ano ginagawa natin? We capitalize these ideas to come up with a common idea. Di ba? Depende sa topic niyo. Okay? Addressing diverse needs, cultivating and supporting environment. Yung cultivating supporting environment, may connection yan sa collaboration, sa engagement. Diba? So, itong mga ito, the four C's, 4 I's, and 4 E's are intertwined or they are interconnected with each other. Diba? Kaya ang ganda-ganda ng ating framework. So, that's the framework. So, pwede na pagka nakapikit, can you imagine the framework? Sige nga, tikit nga lahat. Pikit. Ang nakadilat, babalik din. What is the core? Learner. Pagkatapos ng learner, yung 4 C's, the context, O tapos yung 4 eyes na nasa green, innovation. Tapos yung 4 E's na nasa bilog-bilog na dilaw. O diba? Nag-memorize kayo. Road method. Diba? That's imagination. You become creative. Diba? Hindi nyo rin makikita. Hindi nyo rin makakalimutan. Pagka nakita nyo yan ganyan, that is matatag IDF. Na? Ayan. Pero yung nasa gilid, ayan. Yung nasa gilid, nasa peripheral curriculum, teaching, assessment. Yung curriculum is ito yung content di ba? The content. Kaya may learner, for the learner to learn the content. Pero hindi lang gano'n, dapat merong medium. Sino yung medium? Si teacher. Ito yung professional aspect. Diba? That's why teacher is important inside the classroom. Pero hindi siya ang center in the teaching learning process. Medium lang siya. Diba? Ang center ay ang bata. Pero mahirap kasi in our context na si bata, they are not yet ready Diba? Ang bata, they are not yet ready na walang teacher inside the classroom. Just like what happened in the, during the pandemic. Diba? Ang hirap ng learning kasi we are used to have teacher inside the classroom. Diba? Although there are teachers in the virtual classroom, pero hindi niya nakikita yung physical ni teacher. Diba? Ang harap niya ay box lang. Diba? Okay, ayan ha. Okay, sige. Okay. Malapit na tayo matapos. 5 o'clock na, tapos na dapat. Okay, so binanggit ko yan kanina, no? So ito yung pedagogical approaches, no? This is for Filipino. Hindi ko rin babasahin isa-isa. Ibibigay ko na lang yan sa inyo so you can use this during the breakout session. Bibigay din naman yan sa inyo during the breakout session. Ito yung English. Sometimes the approach is present, no? Hindi lang doon sa isang learning area, kundi sa other learning areas, no? Hindi siya inclusive, hindi siya exclusive, no? Hindi siya exclusive from one learning area to another learning area. Yan yung sa mathematics, yan yung science, di ba? That is in araling panlipunan, thematic, chronological approaches, ayan, conceptual learning, research-based, sa EPP, TLP, authentic learning, kasi practical application of everything, diba? Real-life application yan, experiential learning, MAPE, ayan, music, arts education, culture-based, makabansa. Ano ang composition ng makabansa sa matatag curriculum? AP? MAPE? Tsaka sa breakout session, pag-aaralan nyo yan, ha? Yan yung instructional design. Okay? Bakit umulit? Umulit ba? Review na pala yan, no? Review of the instructional design. Pero na-review na natin. Yeah. That's the framework of in text form. Diba? The 4 C's, the 4 I's, and the 4 E's. Now, tingnan natin. Konting 5 minutes, give me 5 minutes, ha? What can you say about this, quotation ba yan? That all human behavior is mediated by the brain and the central nervous system. The process of learning is one of the most important activities of the brain. True or true? True or true? Saan doon nagsisimula? Cognitive. Diba? Learning takes place saan? In the brain. Diba? Cognitive. No, hindi sa kamay. Bago magawa, dapat naintindihan. Di ba? Bago maramdaman, naintindihan. Okay? It's important activities of the brain. Ayan. So what is science of learning? Science of learning is not an ideology. No, hindi ito relihiyon, hindi ito filosofiya, or a program of instruction. Science of learning was developed by member teams for impact in close collaboration with Dan and Will Bingham, a cognitive scientist at the University of Virginia, and Paul Bruno, a former middle school science teacher. Science of learning summarizes the existing research from cognitive science related to how students learn. Alam niyo ba paano natututo ang bata? From their context. Kanina, binagit natin kanina, from the context. Diba? Kung alam natin ang context ng bata, madali siya matuto. From prior knowledge. Merong mga prior knowledge ang bata. Meron na silang alam. That's why yung alam nila, we need to connect it to your lesson. Kung ano yung alam ng bata, doon tayo magsimula at dali natin siya sa lesson natin. That's science of learning summarizes the existing research from cognitive science related to how students learn and connects this research to practical implications or implications for teaching and learning. Ayan. Ayan, number 1 principle. Learners learn new ideas by reference to ideas. Ideas they already know. Kaya nga, nag-drill tayo inside the classroom. Tinitingnan natin or we do pre-test para alam natin kung ano yung alam na ng bata. Diba? And sometimes we do pre-test just to say that we do pre-test. Diba? We do not reflect on the results of the pre-test. Dapat kanina yung pre-test, dapat yung activity, dapat nakita ko yan eh. Kaya lang I have no time to process pa yung prior knowledge na meron kayo. Dapat ginamit ko yon in my discussion. Okay? Kaya dun sa pre-test, pwede taasan ang kamay, makita nyo kung ano ang alam na ng bata, that's prior knowledge. That's how learners learn. Students learn. Kung ano yung alam niya, madali tayo makakonect doon from what they learn. Yung sinasabi natin, ideas they already know. Ang tawag diyan ay schema. Diba? Yung prior knowledge na meron si bata. Yan. Pangalawa, information is often withdrawn from memory just as it went in. O saan ba? Saan ba napupunta yung ano? Pagka binigyan natin ng information si bata, nasaan yung ano, na memory lang. Diba? Memory. So we need to practice it. Practice para mapunta sa long-term memory. So that when they need the idea, they can, or when they need the concept, madaling kunin kasi hando na sa long-term memory ng bata. Pero pagka nasa memory lang, nakakalimutan. So kinakailangan natin ng, anong sabi dyan? Practice. No? More practice. Kaya masabi, practice makes perfect. Practice, para maging it's already a routine. Diba? Hindi na nag-iisip. Ako, when I go to the office every day, hindi na ako nag-iisip. Nagdadrive na lang ako. Hindi ko na iniisip saan ako dadaan. Kasi yun na yung way ko every day. Diba? Pagka ganitong sitwasyon, dito ako. Pag ganitong sitwasyon, dito ako. Diba? Routine. No? Information often withdrawn from memory just as it went in. Pangatlo, each subject area has some set of facts that if committed to long-term memory, binabanggit ko kanina, kung nadala na natin sa long-term memory, it can be easily retrieved or used. Kaya, when we ask questions, hindi masagot ng bata kasi wala sa long-term memory. Nasa memory lang. Nadapa, nakalimutan na. Di ba sabi na, baka madapa ka, nakakalimutan. Totoo yun. Di ba? Pero pagka nasa long-term memory na, through experience. Diba? Experience, hindi na nakakalimutan. Nakakonect na siya. Diba? Yun ha. Next. The transfer of knowledge or skills to the novel problem requires both knowledge of problems, context, and deep understanding of the problem underlying structure. Yung metacognition na sinasabi. Ayan, no? It requires both knowledge of the problem and the context. Diba? And deep understanding of the problem. Next is number 5, belief about intelligence. Ito, lagi ko ito nabibinig. Belief about intelligence are important predictors of the students' behavior in the school. Yung sinasabihin natin ng bata, kaya mo yan. Magaling ka. Hindi ka bobo. Parang conditioning. Di ba? When I was teaching, dati-dati pa, merong parent na nagpunta sa akin, nagagalit sa akin. Kasi lagi ko nung sinasabihin ng anak niya na, kaya mo yan, magaling ka. Sabi nun, hindi niya nga kaya eh. Pinapagalitan ako ng parent. Pag mo siya kasi sasabihan na kaya mo yan, kasi hindi niya kaya. Pagka hindi niya kaya, hindi nga niya kaya. Di ba? Pagka hindi niya kaya, pag wala ka nang gagawin, intelligence are important predictors of students' behavior in the classroom. Kaya mo yan, gagawa mo yan, sige, tutulungan kita. Ganito lang yan. Ganito lang kadali yan. Okay? That's how our learners behave or learn inside the classroom. Hindi mo kaya yan. This activity, okay, answer this activity, pero hindi nyo ito kaya, ha? You think they will do that? O bibigyan niyo sila ng mga activities na sobrang hirap. Meron ako naging teacher noon. Ano ako, principal ako. Hindi ako gaanong aware sa curriculum. Pero grade 1 pa lang, ang ina-add na niya is 5:5. 5 versus 5, 5 digit, 5 digit. Di ba? Eh dapat ano lang, hanggang hundreds. Di ba? 2 digits, 2 digits. Di ba? Hundreds. Natuwa mo yung bata. Akala niya pagka maraming add yung bata ang magaling. Di ba? Masyadong okay. So, last part. Assignment na lang yan. Okay? Assignment na lang yan. Pero yan yun. Na? Yan yung questions. 4 questions. Provide your reflection based on the given components. Naaralan na natin yan. Number 1, your personal knowledge about the instructional design framework. What can you say about the instructional framework that we discuss? Tapos, ano ang realization ninyo? No? Realization, learning about the instructional design framework, your understanding of the science of learning, and its implication for learning. Ano ba implication nitong IDF na to as school administrator? Ano ba significance of the IDF sa akin bilang teacher, bilang school leader, bilang coordinator? Ano ba naman? Ano ba yung IDF na yan? Ano bang mangyayari dyan? Ano bang mapapala ko dyan? Yung understanding niya, ano ngayon? Anong significant niyan sa inyo? No? As school head. Siguro as school head, in checking the lesson plan of the learners, of the teachers, pwede yung tignan yung kanyang components of the lesson plan. Kung inclusive ba? Kung meron ba nadidevelop ba ang creativity ng bata? Meron bang, di ba? Nagbibigay ba ng creativity sa bata? Yung kanyang mga activities. Something like that. Tapos may plans on the application of what I realized in this session as school head, supervisors, teachers on the importance of instructional design. Okay, dito niyan ilalagay. Okay? Picturean nyo, pagsagutan nyo na lang sa bahay mamaya bago kayo matulog. No? So that when you come tomorrow, kasi bukas iba na naman eh. Di ba? Magkapatong-patong yan. Sorry for the compressed schedule because we cannot afford for a 5-day sessions with you. No, dahil meron din kayong ginagawa. Sa DepEd, bawal ang bawal ang interaction or engagement sa mga teachers because of the uninterrupted vacation. Diba? Pero kayo, teacher din naman kayo, diba? Pero bakit kayo nandito? Because you want to learn. Para kanino? Para sa bata, para sa bayan, para sa ating mga mag-aaral. Okay, with that, thank you very much. Sige natin, baka meron pa. Ayan o, sabi ni Albert Einstein, sabi niya, pakibasa nga sabay-sabay, begin. Ayan. Kaya pala nahirap kayo eh. Because you teach daily. Pero hindi nyo siya binibigyan ng, ano yan? Sabi niya, I only attempt to provide conditions in which they can learn. Diba? So let's provide conditions where our learners can learn. Hindi yan galing sa akin. Galing yan kay Albert Einstein. With that, thank you very much. Bukas, or sa, gagamitin nyo ito sa sa demo teaching na. May mga demo teaching, meron kayong collaboration sa demo teaching. If you are not the demo teacher, but you can contribute to improve the lesson plan or the execution of the demo teaching. Thank you very much at mabuhay ang lahat.